Students, so in this video we will be solving the remaining questions from the topic statistics. So before watching this video, I recommend all of you to kindly watch statistics part 1 and part 2. So the question says, let the mean and variance of 7 observations be 8 and 16 respectively. Two numbers are chosen from this, one after another without replacement. Then the probability that the smaller number among the two chosen numbers is less than 4. Okay. So if you carefully see this set, it comprises of x and y. So we need to first find x and y. For that, we will be using this data set. How many observations are there? 7. So let me write down 2 plus 4 plus 10 plus x plus 12 plus 14 divided by 7. Acha, this mean is equals to 8, right? Now 6 plus 10 is 16. 16 plus 14 is 30. 30 plus 12 is 42. So 42 plus x will be 7 into 8 is 56. So that means x will be, I think, 14. I'm sorry, we missed one very important thing. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So here we have only 6 observations. We need to add y also. So how does it affect? So 42 plus x plus y will be equals to 56. X plus y will be equals to 14, I believe. Yeah. Now he's also given us the variance is 16, right? So this is mean. We'll be using variance. And what is the formula for variance? Sigma xi square divided by number of observations minus mean square will be equals to 16, right? What is sigma xi square? That will be 2 square, which is, okay, 2 square is 4 plus 4 square is 16, 10 square is 100 plus x square plus 144 plus 196 plus y square divided by 7 minus mu is, mean is 8 square is 64, so that should be equals to 16. So if I add this 100 plus 20 is 120, 144 plus 196, which is 200 plus 140, 340. 340 plus 120 is, yeah. So let us write down. It is 340 plus 120. So it should be 460 plus x square plus y square divided by 7. If I send the 64 to the right hand side, I get 64 plus 16, which is 80. So we get 460 plus x square plus y square will be 80 into 7 is 560. So we get x square plus y square will be equals to 100, right? Now we need to solve for x and y. I think one way is replace y with x in this quadratic, or can we directly guess the values? See, it's telling that x and y, yeah. And if you carefully see, two numbers are chosen from this. So shouldn't they be integers? Yes, because if x and y, yeah. So one thing is you can directly guess it. X can be 8 and y can be 6, because 8 plus 6 is 14 and 8 square is 64 and 6 square is 36. 64 plus 36 is 100. So x should be 8 and y should be 6. So if you are not satisfied with this, you can replace y with 14 minus x in this, and then you can still solve it, right? Right. And now the set becomes 1 2 3. Now this data set becomes 1 comma 2 comma 3 and x minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4, and then we have y comma 5, that is 6 comma 5, right? So what is it telling? Now the next part of the question says two numbers are selected from this, one after another without replacement. Without replacement, then the probability that the smaller number among the two chosen numbers is less than 4, right? The other number can be greater than or equals to 4, right? So the data sets can be some, the numbers, two chosen numbers can be something like this, 1 comma 2. So why am I not selecting 1 comma 3? Sorry, 1 comma 1, because they are two distinct numbers, right? Because one after another without replacement, right? So next 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, like that. Next we'll have 2 comma 1, then 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. Next we'll have 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, right? Next we can have 4 comma 1, 4 comma 2 and 4 comma 3. Now 4 comma 4 and 4 comma 5 will not come. Next we can have 5 comma 1, 5 comma 2 and 5 comma 3. Next we can have 6 comma 1, 6 comma 2 and 6 comma 3, right? So here we have 5, here we have 5, here we have 5 pairs, here we have 3, here we have 3, here we have 3. So 5 into 3 is 15, 15 plus 9 is 24. So totally we have 24 such pairs, right? So I can choose, that means if two chosen numbers can be 1 comma 2, two chosen numbers can be 3 comma 4. In any of these cases you can see that smallest number between the two is definitely less than 4, right? So these are the total number of favorable cases. So required probability will be total number of probability will be favorable cases will be 24. And what will be the total number of cases, dear students? Total number of cases will be from 6 numbers you have select one, and then from 5 numbers you select another number. So 24 divided by 30, 6 times 4 by 6 times 5. So 4 by 5 should be the answer. That's it. Option 4 seems correct. That's it. Now let us go to the next question, dear students. Next question, he says the mean and variance of 10 observations are 9 and 34.2 respectively. 8 of these observations are this, then the mean deviation about the median of all the 10 observations is. Okay, so firstly again the same thing as we have done in the previous case. Mean of 10 observations, so sigma xi divided by 10 is 9. That means sigma xi is 90. What is sigma xi? That is 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 20 plus 11 is 31, 31 plus 13 is 44, 44 plus 15 is 59, 59 plus 21 is 70. So we have 70 plus x plus y. Let us say x and y are the remaining two numbers. So x plus y will be equals to 20, right? Is one thing. Again, sigma xi square, acha, variance is 34.2. So sigma xi square by 10 minus mean. Mean is 9. 9 square will be equals to 34.2. So sigma xi square divided by 10 will be 81 plus 34.2. What will that be, dear students? It will be 115.2. So sigma xi square will be 1152, right? And what will xi square will be? That will be 4 plus 9 plus 25 plus 100 plus 121 plus 169 plus 225 plus 441 plus x square plus y square will be equals to 1152. So quickly, 225 plus 25 is 250, 250 plus 100 is 350, 350, let us write down, and 169 plus 121 is 290, right? This is also done. And then we have 9 plus 4, that is 13, and 13 441 plus 13 is 454, right? I think we have these three. So what do we get if I add this? 5 5 10 19 4 4 8 9 10. So we have 1094 plus x square plus y square is equals to 1152, right? So now x square plus y square will be 1152 minus 1094. I think it is 58, right? Yeah. So again we have x plus y is equals to 20 and x square plus y square is 58. Dear students, here since the variance is a decimal, right, can we still uh, guess the numbers x and y? Yeah, mean is 9, right? X plus y is 20 is x. Yeah, I think here we have a question. So 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 11 is 31, 31 plus 13 is 43, 43 plus 15 59, 59 60. I think this should be 80, dear students. I'm sorry, this should be 80. So this should be 10, right? Now I think we can easily calculate this. Should x and y be 7 and 3? Is that correct? 7 plus 3 is 10. 7 square is 49, 49 plus 9 is perfect. So x comma y will be, so one of the numbers will be 7 comma 3, I think, right? Correct, right? So what the two numbers will be 7 comma 3. Mean deviation about the median of all the 10 observations is. So we have to write down the numbers. The new list will be 2, then 3, 2 comma 3 comma, then we have one more 3, and then we have 5, then we have 7, then we have 10, 11, 13, 15, 21. Do we have 10 sets? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So what is he asking? Mean deviation about the median. So what will the median be, dear students? It will be the average of 5th and 6th observation, that is 7 plus 10 divided by 2, which is 17 by 2. which is 8.5. So mean deviation about median will be mod 2 minus 8.5, that will be minus 6.5, so it will be 6.5, plus 3 minus 8.5 will be 5.5, mod of that. So I'm writing the absolute values, dear students. Again 8.5. Now 8.5 minus 5 will be 3.5, 8.5 minus 7 will be 1.5. Now 10 minus 8.5 will be 1.5, 11 minus 8.5 will be 2.5, right? And 13 minus 8.5 will be 4.5, and 15 minus 8.5 will be 6.5. Yeah, and 21 minus 8.5 will be yeah, 12.5, yes, right? Correct? Divided by 10. 12.5, right? Yeah, correct. Now we have to add them. So what do we get if I add? Let us once cross check. 8.5 minus 2 is 6.5. 8.5 minus 3 is 5.5. Yeah, this should be 5.5. I guess this should be 5.5. Then I think so. We'll first we'll not consider 0.5. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. 20, 21, 23, 27 plus 6 is 33. 33 plus 12 is 45. 45 plus how many halves do we have? 10. 45 plus so 45 plus 5 should be 50. 50 divided by 10 should be 5. So mean deviation about median should be 5, I guess, dear students. Yes, option 3 indeed should be the answer. That's it. Thank you for watching this video. Meet you with the next one.